Okay. What an absolutely mental 48 hours it has been. And I don't know where to begin with it. So, for those of you that saw the video I put out, when was it? Yesterday or the day before? Yesterday. I can't even remember. No, it was the day before yesterday, wasn't it? Day before yesterday. That got like 2,000 views in less than 48 hours, which is, for my videos, is pretty crazy, to be fair. And the reaction I've got from people has been overwhelming. I've had messages, hundreds of messages, whether that be on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all over the place. Hundreds of messages. And I've tried to reply to everybody, but if I haven't, I do apologise. And also, I apologise if I've been a bit blunt in the messages as well, because it's difficult to reply to everybody. And everybody wanted to give me some advice, and it was difficult to take advice from everybody. There was a lot of people who were giving me their opinion or what their friends said, or what their relative who was a solicitor said, and all that kind of thing. And I'm not being ungrateful for it in any way, but I needed to do what I needed to do. Anyway, that video prompted somebody, a subscriber, to send me the full amount of money that was owed, which was £5,900. I still can't get my head around it, but that money was sent to me. My friend also set up a GoFundMe page to try and raise some money also, but we've closed that down now because there's no need for it. But the full amount of money was transferred to me. So anyway, I wanted to hold off a little bit and not just give in straight away. The High Court Enforcement group, who claim to be something that they're not, or try and pretend they're something that they're not, were putting pressure tactics on me. And to be fair, I fell for it. I'm a stressy person anyway. I'm stressed out at the moment because I've got stuff to do. I'm under pressure at work and stuff, and under pressure in life, and the fat guy was deliberately trying to put pressure on me, and try to play with my emotions a little bit. Anyway, so I didn't just send the money straight away. I held on to it, and got some advice from solicitors and got some advice from people. Did a lot of research online, and I spent a full day doing this, and it was draining. And again, I've got an assignment that needed to be in today, and I've not done it because I've spent 2 days negotiating and trying to fix this problem. In the end, I got sick of toing and froing and everything. So I took a chance and emailed the claimant directly and said, look, I've made 3 attempts. Sorry, I've made 2 previous attempts to try and settle this. I'm now going to make a 3rd attempt to try and get through to you. Now, what I said was that I am willing to pay the original debt, which was £5,000. If you're willing to do that, I can settle that today to put an end to all this madness, because it has just ended up being I know that the claimant is watching this video also, and I know that we both can agree that it's gone on too long, and it's just been ridiculous. Even the original court case was just... It was just crazy. It was just a waste of all our time and money and everything. Anyway, so I sent an email just explaining that I have tried, and I was pretty desperate at that time. A few hours later, I got an email from their solicitor saying that they are interested in settling this, but also the High Court Enforcement Group had failed to tell the claimant, their client, that I'd made any offers. So the offers that I'd made and the £600 that I'd paid, apparently they knew nothing about it. And it was just the High Court Enforcement Group making lies up to try and get me to try and pay the full amount so they get paid. So they get paid sooner. I presume they get paid more if they get the full amount or something, I don't know. So everything that he said in that video apparently isn't true. Now, I don't know for definite that it's not. I do understand that the YouTube video that I put out, the claimant will have not liked that. Some of the things I've said in it, some of the things that the enforcement agent said, they will not like either of them. They will not. Neither of them will like what that guy said anyway. So me reaching out to them got a ball rolling that was very positive, and so for the last, so yesterday afternoon and all day today, we've been in negotiations to try and end this. Now, the first thing that I said was, I will settle for £5,000. The £5,000 is what I owe them, and I will pay that. There's no two ways about it. I want it settled, and that's it. So I will pay that. But what I will do is dispute the fees. If I have to pay the full amount with the fees, we will go back to court, and I will try and get that those overturned, because again, it was very unfair and very unreasonable how things had turned out. Now again, I didn't want that. The claimant didn't want that. So they were happy to settle at £5,000, which is good because it's the fees were £1,500. So I have essentially been let off with £1,500, and yeah, that's a positive. So the other part of the agreement was that obviously they weren't happy with the YouTube video. So their solicitor basically said straight away, you need to remove that video. Now, I'm not happy about removing that video, and I made it clear that I would not remove that video at first. But what I have done at the moment, as you may have seen, I have made that video private, so you can't see it, because I do mention the company name, and again, I will say it to everybody, and the claimant is watching this video, I know. I wasn't out to embarrass that company in any way. The only time I mentioned the company was in the heat of the moment in the exchange with the enforcement agent. So it wasn't genuinely wasn't a deliberate. If I'd have wanted to make them look daft or say things about them, I could have done that a year ago. You know what I mean? Like I said in the original video, I've had a year, probably, I don't even remember when it was actually. It was over a year ago. No, was it over a year ago? About a year ago, the court case. And I could have made all kinds of videos if that was my intention. It was never my intention. So, regretfully, I did, in the heat of the moment, mention the company name. So, I've taken that video down because I'm not going to say it's unfair that I mentioned the company name, because at the end of the day, that's still it's still true. But in the interest of trying to move forward with it, we have agreed that I pay the original £5,000 and remove the video temporarily, so I can re-edit it to edit out or beep or whatever the company name and all that kind of thing, and then I'll re-upload it. Because it's not about embarrassing the claimant as such, but the enforcement agents, the dirty tactics that they used, and I know that they're well known for that. I know that they're well known for it. I've read lots of stories online about them. The pretend seizure order, that was not true. I mean, I fell for it all, don't get me wrong, but when somebody enters your boat without permission and leaves a handwritten note in it, you're going to react to that. Especially when I've got a child there, I don't want people doing that. So I made a video yesterday but didn't upload it. But things changed so quickly that I've had to make this video. And basically, I've only 2 hours ago, I got an email confirming everything. I've sent the money across. Sent the money across, and now received a receipt to say that money has been sent and the debt is settled in full. a few things. Obviously, I'm happy that that's now not lingering over me, and the boat is back in. Well, it was never not in my possession. It was just a pretend thing that this company did to try and put pressure on me. But I know that I'm not going to get this enforcement agency on my back anymore, and that debt is cleared. Now, that's a massive positive. Now, what I will say is, again, and I just said it at the beginning of the video, none of this could have been possible if it wasn't for that video, and if it wasn't for amazingly kind-hearted people. They've asked to remain anonymous, and in fact, I'll go into that story a little bit. So after the video was put out, again, it got nearly 2,000 views straight away, so I got a message. I've had messages, like I said again, hundreds of messages, and I got one message saying, "Can you give us a call?" So I gave them my phone number. It was somebody, I don't want to give too much away. I've never met these people before. I don't know them from Adam. They don't know me, apart from the fact that they've been subscribers for a while. But they just happen to live in Sheffield, where I live. So I spoke to them on the phone, and they said, "Oh, we want to offer you the full amount of money." And I thought it was a joke. And they're watching this video also, and I've just spoke to them again earlier. I pretty much had to say, "Look, I'm gonna have to call you back." I thought it was a joke, a wind-up. But I phoned them back, or messaged them. I think I messaged them, actually. I messaged them a bit later saying, "You've been serious. I can't... Why would anybody want to just give me essentially £6,000 for nothing?" And they said some really nice things about me, and I'm not going to repeat them because I don't want to sound big-headed, but they were all true. They said some pretty nice things about me, and said, they want to help, and they're in a position where they can help, so they want to do that. So anyway, that night I said, right, okay, I'm going to come and visit you. Now that wasn't to just go get the money off them. It was to, well, suss these people out. So I wanted to go check that it was real. Anyway, I sat in their house with a coffee, about 2 coffees I think I had. We had a chat about YouTube and social media and boat life and van life and all that kind of thing. And they were brilliant, lovely people. The next morning, the money was in my bank. The money was in my bank. It still baffles me. I just cannot get my head around it. No, nobody's ever done anything like that for me before. And it genuinely is actually quite life-changing, really, because things could have gone a lot worse had they not offered that. Anyway, again, they wish to remain anonymous, but thank you very much. You know you are, and I'm blown away by it. And the conversation that we've just had also, obviously, they sent me the full amount, and then I've ended up not paying the full amount. So I phoned them back to ask for their bank details to send the remaining money back. And even after they've given me £6,000 essentially, when I phoned them back to say, I'm going to send you the remainder of that money back, the first thing they said was, well, actually, hold on a minute. Give £100 of that to the charity that you work for, which is amazing. £100 to our charity goes a long way. That will help a lot of the kids that I look after and buy equipment and things, and it will help out massively. So even after they've already been amazingly generous, they then try and top that by giving money to the charity that I work for, which is, again, mind-blowing. And then they said, actually, keep £100 and have a good weekend and go out and enjoy yourself and that. And obviously we're going out in the van this weekend, so use it for that. Even after they've given me all that money, I've tried to give it back, and they're just like, no, just have a good week. So anyway, I am sending some of it back. He's going to send me his bank details, so he's probably sent it by now. I hope you've sent it by now, because I'm going to send it you back. How things work out is just crazy, absolutely crazy. There's so much happened in the last 48 hours that it's just it's messing with my noggin. I don't know how I've got through it. Honestly, I don't know how I've got through it. And somehow I've managed today to do some of my assignment as well. It needed to be in today. I've had to ask for another extension because that's just, you know. I spent 2 days arguing with enforcement agents and solicitors and stuff. So my assignment's not getting done. Anyway, I'm not going to end this on a negative. I'm going to end this on a positive. You two, I owe you big time. And if you ever need anything from me, do not hesitate to ask. And I'll dedicate this entire video and the fact that I'm still alive after this 48 hours to you. You are... Anyway, you are amazing. I'll speak to you all soon. I'm hopefully going to upload this straight away tonight because I wanted to keep you all updated anyway. The original video may or may not get uploaded again. I'm not 100% sure about that now. It does show up the enforcement agency, which is the main thing that I want to be doing right now. But whether the video works, now things have changed, I don't know, but we'll see about that. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody, every single one of you. If you offered one little bit of advice, thank you. If you would just, every message that I got, even just in support, thank you, everybody, every single one of you. It's been mental 48 hours. But as far as the issue between myself and the claimant, it is now resolved. Hopefully they will keep my name out of their mouth and I will keep theirs out of this walk. But thank you for watching my videos anyway, because I know that you've watched a lot of them. Thank you for that. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.